Alright, hello people in the chat. So sorry I was silent there, I was just trying to get this to work properly on the stream. As I said in my tweet, unfortunately Jero was running a little late, so I'm just gonna chill out, play some FTL, basically. Hope you don't mind. Okay, that was insane. Please stop firing so much. Wait, hold on. Take out the weapons, take out the shields. There we go. Take out the oxygen. Nope, no shields. Go away. Trying to escape. Okay. It's all powered up. Alrighty. Hey Jalen, how's it going? And fire again. I'm good, I'm good. Still bloody cold, but hey, I'm good. Let's jump to that one. Let's see what we have on the station over nearby. Captain, Fusion Terraform, Team C12. I need assistance. Do you have time? Yeah, I always have assistance. Scanner for life for terraforming since can't get power. Use Zoltan. And I get more oxygen. Lovely. Attack the ship. Let's try to take out the weapons. There we go. Actually, hang on, who's... You know what, never mind. And... Pike beam. None of that. Alrighty. And one more time. There we go. Oh, God, just give me 100 scrap already, you absolute whore. Sorry to bother you. Yeah, I'll help him out. Update my map. Well, my map was already updated, so that was a waste of 2 fuel. Hey, hon. Glad you can make it. Ooh. Yes. Don't think... No, nothing I really want to sell, that's annoying. Russia have been terrorizing the system. Go looking for the ship. There it is. Right. Let's screw this ship up. Okay. Didn't hit the weapons, that's fine. Got the shields and oxygen though, that's always good. Keep shields down. Get piloting down. And sayonara. Oh no, still alive. Should have hit more rooms. I don't have any shields. Don't hit! Of course you did. Right. Get out of here. Nice. And let's GTFO for good. Hang on a minute, I think Jero might be around. 2 seconds. And back to the action. Live long-range beacon, charge as soon as you can. 2 ships, one chasing another. Scan shows the pursues a pirate. Aid the civilian. Because I'm a good person, honest. And how many rooms can I hit? Yeah, just hit all them. That'll work. Nope. Stop. Cease this. God damn it. Double damn it. Huh. I'm likely to get hurt a bit here. Or not. There we go. Oh, tasty, tasty scrap. And upgrade shields. I now need the power. But first, let's get the hell out of here. Let's go the peaceful route. Alright. Intruders, what? Oh, son of a... Right, everybody in the med bay. Just vent the air from the entire ship. Oh my god, just hurry up and die. Thank you. You go repair the oxygen. Let's get my air back up in here. There we go. And shut down midday, power the engines. Let me just go use some materials. Yeah, explore. Oh no. Oh no. That's not good. This is gonna hurt. Oh, I've got fire. I've got fire. In the oxygen bay, my weapons are hit. Just, oh no. Oh no. There goes my oxygen supply. I'm dead. There's no way to win this. I'm just dead. There was no way out of that situation for me. In the slightest. Ugh, goddamn. Oh, I think Gerald's finally around. 1 second. I'll give him a call. Hello? Gerald, can you hear me? Ah, okay. He can hear me, he's just probably just thrown out his mic.
There we go.
Hey.
I might have to reset Discord because it does that thing where if I switch devices and that kind of stuff, it acts a little funky, so we're gonna have to...
Well, you sound fine for now.
Well, it's on my speakers, that's the problem.
Ah, right.
I'm trying to get it switched over to my headset. Give me just a minute.
Okay.
There we go.
Yay.
Guess who has Guinness?
You.
I just came back from the market and I went by the grocery store on the way.
Ah, beautiful, beautiful.
So I got myself some Coke for rum and Coke and some beer.
All good.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, finally we can get on with the actual frickin' show.
Okay, let's see here. And my power's still on. For now.
Touch wood, touch wood. Still, it's good to know the UK isn't the only place that's getting fucked over by weather.
Yeah. The good news is that my entire desk is made out of wood, so ha 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 ha.
Get the fuck out. You piece of furry trash.
How about you start?
Yeah, and may as well start with the subject I was already bitching about just before, the frickin' weather. Jesus Christ. This weather has been something else.
Yeah, you guys have been snowed in for what, 3 days now?
At least 3 days. At least. But yeah, it's been pretty bad. Like, cause, look, down south, like, London area, they're pathetic. Like, they were already cancelling, like, services and trains before the first snowflake even touched the floor. But they're like that all the time anyway, so it's kind of be expected. Whereas up north, we're a bit more hardy. We'll have, like, some, like, delays, you know, we'll apologise for it, but we'll generally just try and, like, crack on, and we generally do fine by that.
Wait, you'll apologize for it. Does that mean you're turning into Canadians?
No. We're not turning Canadian. But, no, it's like, you know, the people that run the service, they'll apologise for delays and stuff like that, but we'll generally crack on. However, Jesus Christ, even like where I am, when weather gets bad, there's only usually delays, there's never stuff like ever taken off service. Yeah, that's changed. They've completely cut back on all sorts of services, like in like rush hour like times and stuff. doesn't exist anymore. Like, they've just gone to what they call core hours, which is like the very like basic hours to just run stuff. And yeah, it's been a nightmare to say the least. The fact that even we're to go around and go and like we're kind of screwed is something big. But the fact they still managed to keep the service running, and now I have to restart this game because holy crap, I'm getting pummeled again. But no, I said it's a nightmare. It's been damn cold. Like I think like the highest temperatures have been like 1, maybe 2 degrees, something like that. And with the sheer winds, it feels like it's like in the minuses definitely. And over the last couple of days, I've seen the snow pile up. At first, it was like, oh, it's only like 1 inch. Then one evening, was it an evening or morning? One morning it was 3 inches, and then by the evening it was like 5 or 6, and that's just in my backyard, in a slightly sheltered area. Today's been alright. It's mainly just been wind, and the wind's still going now, but it's heavily overcast. But god damn, this has been a nightmare. Because I couldn't get into work, I always have to owe that time back. So I'm now effectively working from now all the way to next Saturday. Every single day I am in work in some degree or capacity. So yeah, it's god damn it, it's been a bit chaotic. And then you've seen that you've got the fucking like tornado gale winds over there.
Yep. On the other side of the pond, which brings us to my first topic of the day, we're getting hit by what's being called nor'easter, and it sounds like northeastern, but from New Orleans.
Okay.
It's because they call New Orleans New Orleans. They just take out entire letters of the word. Whatever. I'm just bitching about another part of the U.S. Anyway, according to the CNN article, a powerful nor'easter morphed into a bomb cyclone, quote unquote, Friday as it hammered the East Coast with a ferocious mix of... Wait, why is it a cyclone? Cyclones were from the Pacific, you dumb shit. Anyway. Oh, wait, no, those aren't cyclones. Those are typhoons. Wow. Brain. I'm glad you fixed that mistake, but damn.
You still had the mistake.
Anyway. So, down here where I'm at, we're mainly just getting wind. We haven't even gotten rain yet. As a matter of fact, it's just a sunny sky day. But everywhere north of here, they're getting freezing cold weather. They're getting really bad rains, and some places are getting blizzards. We're talking about Massachusetts, where, coincidentally enough, I believe Shia has gotten back from in the past few days. So, yay, people at A&E, you guys aren't stuck. Woohoo! Areas like New York, Connecticut, all of that good stuff. And now they've basically been frozen over, and they're getting some pretty bad winds, pretty bad rain, and snow, and all of that good stuff. And we're not talking about like the blizzard from early January, but it's pretty close. Around here where I'm at, we're getting 75-mile-an-hour winds, and that's hurricane force winds. I'm surprised that they haven't given us a tornado warning, but I think the wind patterns just aren't allowing for it. They're so consistent that they're not able to create one.
Yeah, it's just like it seems to be as powerful as one, but we can't class it as this.
Yeah. Well, tornado is a specific it's a specific like actual wind pattern. They don't happen in the winter because you don't have the heat coming up off of the ground because it's frozen solid in some cases because it's so cold.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean. I knew it was like based on like temperatures and stuff.
The conditions to form a tornado have more to do with heat, humidity, and a very specific clash of two pressure systems. So high pressure and low pressure and that kind of stuff. Basically smashing together and forming a little circle.
All right.
Yeah. So yeah, there's that.
Jesus. So basically what you're saying is we're both getting hit by bad weather at the minute, we're just getting it just a tiny bit worse.
Oh yeah, you guys are getting hit significantly worse compared to me. The only thing we have to deal with is tree limbs outing power lines.
Fair enough. I've just, I've just usually clicked on Discord because I got a ton of notifications popped up. I've just clicked on Leon's server, Twitch streaming announcements, 8:04. Hey everybody, Shock is live. Hey everybody, Kivuli's live. Hey everybody, Seth is live.
Yeah. Another thing that's interesting happened. This is not exactly related, and this isn't one of my topics, but it's just something I wanted to bring up. There is like one night, I was like up at 3 a.m. or was it 1 a.m.? I can't remember. I made a tweet about it or something like that after everything transpired. The internet completely went out using every kind of possible service for about 10 minutes in this region. And I'm not talking about, oh, my router died. No, even the mobile service died out. And so I was a little confused about that because there was no scheduled maintenance. I had no way of figuring out what else happened. Yeah. Apparently, there weren't any outages in like Canada or the Pacific. I think it was just localized. And at 3 a.m., that kind of makes sense because almost nobody stays up that late.
Oh no. Well, unless you're fucking furry.
But it was just weird because even the mobile service went out.
Yeah, that's the thing that's confusing is like the mobile service is hit as well.
I don't know. I'm thinking like there's like a server farm in Ashburn, Virginia, that controls most of the internet traffic for the East Coast, and it's a government server because they have that specifically so that we can get traffic from other countries and all that good stuff. So if we were to turn to North Korea, that's where they'd start.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, just take all that out and America will just like collapse and fold in on itself and cry in a corner.
I don't know necessarily.
Well, that's what it really sounds like.
Well, if you go over to West Virginia where they literally have an entire town that cannot get any access to any form of telecommunications whatsoever because of a huge fucking radar dish. Yeah. And that radar dish is like pointed towards space and it has to read the most sensitive thing. Nothing can go off, not even a microwave.
Jesus, I just wouldn't want to live there.
I would. It sounds like a really nice place.
No,
like you aren't affected by anything. You don't even know about crap that's going on outside of the world, so you aren't stressed out about it. It's just you, your friends, your family in this tiny little bubble that just does not care.
I just couldn't. Mind you saying that if I was born there and never left, I might think differently. But considering what I'm like now, it's just like I just couldn't live there.
No, it's a really good place to go if you have depression, because then you wouldn't be affected by all the negative crap that's happening in the world.
I guess. Yeah, I suppose it kind of makes sense.
Anyway, next topic.
Yeah, moving on. But let's get away from the really bad topics. Mine's sort of piggybacking off my first one, the weather, and that's sort of like how like workplaces are like responding to it basically. Obviously like people not being able to get in or delayed stuff like that. And between my like friend group and real life, I've seen a lot of differing responses from workplaces, which is interesting to say the least. So my work, appreciate the fact that I did try to get in, I followed procedure and like what to do and everything like that. And this bit is like, all right, well when you get back in, we'll discuss, how. We'll work that out and get like the time back you owe. So, which is a total of 14 working hours altogether. And I did look it up a little bit, and some of it was saying, I was like, oh, you could take it as paid holiday, unpaid leave, stuff like that. That's just like a general blanket that was just on our intranet. My team manager actually called her higher up and discussed it further, and it was more a case of because the way we work, because we deal with PPI, um, when the case comes to us, we're meant to like resolve it, or at least do our part of it, within 2 days on the stamp. We are currently 9 days behind, because we had such an influx at the start of the year, and then people were off, people changed departments and job roles, etc., etc. So we're like really behind it. So it's just like, no, you know, you've got to sit and like work the time back, which is fair enough. But we got flexibility of how much to do that over the next week, sort of thing, because that's when they want it done by, is everyone caught up within the week. So I could have been in tomorrow and Sunday for a full 7-hour normal shift. But what I've decided to do is actually split it up across the entire week. You know, I emailed it to my team manager, like, look, this is what I want to do, are you alright with that? And she's like, yeah, that's absolutely fine, that still works out, that's the 14 hours, that's no problem. Which is very good. My friend who works for the government, because he definitely made effort to get in, they've pretty much turned around and said, we're just going to give you the pay because you actually made some effort just to even get into work through this. But on the flip side, another one of my friends who works for one of the mobile companies over here, I'm not going to name names, I'm just going to say one of the mobile companies, they're pretty much, because he can get in, they're just pretty much going, well, it's either going to have to go down as a sick day, or you're going to have to take it off your holiday time. Just, that's it. There's no if or but about that. So he has to have recorded sick days where he's not sick, or lose his holiday, which obviously he's taking to lose the holiday, but that's really stupid. It's like, it's not his fault the weather's been crap and bus services have been taken off. And finally, to rub lovely little bits of salt in the wound, another friend of mine works for a supermarket over here called Asda. They're run by a lovely company you'll know the name of, called Walmart. Yeah.
I mean, like, I was just at one of their grocery stores, and they get pretty good prices and everything, but I bet working for them is absolute hell.
They do not look after their employees in the slightest. Just like Walmart, Asda over here is vastly understaffed and badly managed. Now, my friend said he was alright because he was working like the first night things really started going here. So it wasn't insanely cold, but it was pretty damn cold, and the winds and snow was coming in. But I just thought, but we're looking it up, so it's like, there's got to be some regulations about working in those conditions. There has to be. So we're looking around, looking it up, and the only regulations are when you're inside. Where it's like, if it's below a certain temperature or above a certain temperature, you have the rights to not work, basically. There's nothing to say with the outside temperatures. So of course he was working in it, because he works out in the car park, making sure it's clean, tidy, organised, and runs the trolleys around, basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah. He's had to do his job in this crap weather, and you know, it's Walmart, so that we don't give a shit. But yeah, it's just so weird. I mean, I get businesses have a job to do. I totally understand and respect that. But when the conditions to get to work or work in them are this bad, back the fuck up and give the people a breather, for the love of Christ, because that's really, really not fair on them at all. They probably do want to work because, you know, they want to earn money, but if they literally can't even get in or work properly, what do you want them to do? But yeah,
fair point on that. I mean, I've like switched jobs a number of times, so I know pretty much every possible circumstance where that would happen. I think the best would probably be when I used to work for Chick-fil-A, where they normally put employees outside to enable to in order to handle 2 vehicles. instead of just taking from the box. And it's pretty easy. During the summer, they supply them with like basically air conditioning and an umbrella. During the winter, they put out heat lamps and everything. Those really nice ones that you would sometimes see at sporting events in open box.
Oh yeah, I know what you mean.
But yeah, it's like if the roads are not good enough to get there, they will just straight up close.
That's good of them, at the very least, doing that.
Yeah. Then again, whenever they close and it's not a Sunday, people will freak the fuck out. They will call 911 over it.
What?
Chick-fil-A is closed and it's not Sunday. Why is this? Ma'am, it's Christmas. Go home.
I want my Chick-fil-A. Oh, okay, sorry, just on the back of that, you've just reminded me of a quick article I saw. I completely forgot about it until you mentioned that now. Bear in mind all the shit and weather and crap that we've had here. There was an old woman that still went to a local takeaway and demanded her fish and chips.
Jesus Christ. I
was literally thinking, are you serious?
At that point, it's just like, make that shit yourself.
Yeah, but okay, this is the thing, when people are stuck in their ways, and this is like no offense to like older people and that, but especially older people in this, when they've been doing things for so long a certain way, like, she's probably gone there for the last like 20 years or something like that. It's been a routine, like she'll go there on that specific day, she'll get her fish and chips, and that's just her weekly thing, and all of a sudden she can't. I get it, but how insane are you gonna have to be to realize that shit's bad out here, yo?
Yeah. Hold on a second, I need to take a call.
Oh, okay, no problem. Hurry the fuck up, you're already late. Okay, what the hell's this gun? Shots per charge 2, shield piercing. Oh. Just gonna move that along here. There we go. That's a hardcore granny. That granny is insane. Like, how much work do you want to get your fish and chips? Seriously. Just grabbing some coffee. Oh, it's a fresh pack of Nescafe coffee as well, so it's so good right now. Nice hot, tasty coffee. Right, stop organising over coffee, get back to the game. While Gerald takes his call. Approach the station. Right, let's take out the weapons. Okay, of course you missed. Try again. Thank you. Fire the railgun. Stop missing your shots. That. Try the weapons again. There we go. That's better. That takes too long to charge, in my opinion. Nice weapon and all, but too long to charge. And skadoosh. Hack the station. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Need to get out of here. Did not mean to do that. Oh, for God's sake. Alright, can they even get through my shields? I don't know if they can get through my shields. Wait, is that... does 2 damage? Okay, that's doing 2 damage, never mind. have none of that. Come on. Alright. Upgrade sensors on my doors, I think. Intervene, defend. You guys couldn't have just basic lasers, could you? Telegram's going off. What do you want? Alright. And yoink. Say goodbye to all your systems. Okay, the weapons are back online. Not for long. Come on. And bye bye. Ooh, lots of scrap there. More shields. Oh, there's a store there, you idiot. What you got? See, I wouldn't mind getting another crew member. Especially the Mantis. Get some more scrap, we're gonna come back. Okay, and fire at shields, fire at weapons. Jesus Christ, how long is this damn call? I shouldn't say that, it could be quite important. And dead. Okay, time for one more jump. Charging FTL, okay. There we go. I hate missiles. I hate them, I hate them, I hate them. Oh, piss off. I will suffocate you out if I have to. Stop shooting my weapons, oh my god. that was pathetic. This is why I hate missiles in this game. The enemy has unlimited amounts of them. They always hit their targets. It's just pathetic. I use them, I get shit. Alright, just gonna quickly check my Telegram messages before I start the run again. Oh, I have just got a message from Joe. He's got 2 job interviews now. That is freaking awesome. What the fuck is he?
There we go. Okay.
I just yelled at you to get back on mic as well.
Sorry, I just finished it up. So I have 2 job interviews now. I've got one for a telecom company. It's gonna run my balls off, but it'll pay quite a bit. And then another one for Best Buy, which is, a tech store.
Yeah.
So I have options, and I like this.
This is why you need to stop freaking the fuck out every time something seems to go wrong.
But everything seems to go wrong. Even the stream is going horribly, horribly wrong.
How is the stream going wrong?
I don't know. Thank you, Arding Wolf, and thank you for the good luck wish thingamajig, Jalen. Also, the power did flicker once. If it goes out, I'm going to try the call again on my phone.
Alright, no problem. Whereabouts were we at topic-wise?
Topic-wise, I think we had just wrapped up about your work things.
Oh yeah, the work situations. Yeah.
We wrapped that up, right?
Yeah, we wrapped that up. So
Okay.
it's on to your next topic.
My next one: Barbara Streisand clones her dog.
I briefly saw that.
The article is less about Barbra Streisand and more about actual cloning. So, the thing is, this is both scary as hell and really, really cool. So, they here's how it works. They take a skin sample from the dog. They gather the entire genetic code from that, and then they implant it into an embryo, and then that embryo is implanted into a surrogate mother.
Right.
So, essentially, you are creating the exact same physical makeup of the dog, but the personality could be different because it's the whole nature versus nurture thing. It'll be similar, but still somewhat different. They say completely different or kind of different.
Yeah, it's not going to be exactly the same because of how it'll be raised and stuff like that, but
yeah,
in essence, it is the same dog.
Yeah. So, to be specific here, this is not like the key to immortality or shit like that.
Oh no.
But it is not only is it going to be really interesting for I want to say agricultural purposes, like cloning animals for eating and that kind of stuff, or for, cloning cows to make more milk and that kind of shit, like getting the best genes for the best kind of product, the best kind of livestock, but also in terms of just pets and that kind of stuff, where it's like selective breeding, not just semi-natural, but full on genetic code and that kind of stuff. The other interesting part is what would happen if this is carried on over to human beings, cloning people and that kind of stuff. Now, first things first, I think cloning humans is already illegal.
It is. It would be.
But what we're talking about is using this for cloning appendages. Like, the first use would be to make full blown legs for wounded soldiers and that kind of stuff that have gotten their feet blown off by IEDs or mines.
Yeah. The other thing is, straight away, the issue I see with that is we're looking at fucking the movie The Island bullshit right here.
I don't think I've ever heard of that.
It's basically the concept where you pay money, it's donate your DNA and whatever, and a clone of you is made, but the clone is cut off from the outside world entirely. They're on a small complex and are given a lie, basically being told that there's the world's gone to hell. There's only two places really left on the planet. One is this facility where they're all living in, where you're not allowed to like reproduce there or anything like that, because you've got strict population controls, and every so often a lottery is played, and the winner of that lottery gets to go to the island, the only last bastion of paradise outside of this facility. The issue is those winners are not actually winners. The people taken, the clones taken from the facility, then unfortunately killed, and then the real person whose liver's failing, lungs are dying, whatever, these beautiful, pristine, perfect lungs are implanted into them from the clone.
That's disturbing as fuck.
I really like the film. I do think it's well done, because I can't remember who the main actor and actress was, but its idea is they actually managed to escape the facility and find the lives of the people they're cloned from, and use that to take down the organization that's running it. Because outside, it's advertised to hell. It's literally just like, hey, you want to make sure that you have a backup liver? Just pay this amount of money and we'll make sure you've got it. It's literally like a big thing in the world outside, and people are fine with it.
Yeah, that's a little different than growing a human ear on the back of a rat.
Oh yeah, it's a little different, but when you talk about like human cloning and stuff, that is literally the premise I see happening.
Well, yeah, that does kind of bring into question, like, if you were to clone full appendages, how would you get them to be like they were without, growing an entire fucking human being?
Don't get me wrong, I do think it's entirely possible, but it's going to need a lot of work. But it is just opening the gateway for like a lot of like dangers like that. And the other part in my head, just because I am a freaking anime bloody nerd, Full Metal Alchemist, one of the tenets is, do you know why we ban human transmutation? Oh, so because it's just immoral. No, there's a simpler reason, that we just don't want anybody to clone their own army. Like, okay, think about it. If you've got somebody who is just like let's just say like a badass on like the battlefield, whatever, and you just clone them again and again and again, so you have an entire army of this, basically a super soldier, and they all think the exact same way, they all are trained and brought up the exact same way. You've now got a super army. Now,
well, if you put some more thought into it, what if you gave them all polio?
I mean, yes.
A very specific polio for a very specific person. And they wouldn't know about it for a good 2 years.
Yeah, I get that, but you see where I'm coming from, though. It's like, it's an interesting idea, but there's abusive potential here, and let's be honest, humanity kind of sucks. It would get abused, and loopholes would be drawn.
Yeah, humanity's using artificial intelligence, one, in the first place, and two, for the purpose of demonetizing videos, which at that point in time, it's like, dude, you're telling us humanity sucks. Are you sure this is a good thing? It basically goes through, and it's like, this person deserves to live, this one deserves to die, and that kind of stuff. And like every single demonetized video is like, on a scale of 1 to 10, who is this person in the killing line? Yeah. Then Jake Paul is all the way at the back.
How? but yeah, that. What the hell? Just cloning.
You can clone your dogs.
Yeah, you can clone your dogs, so you know you never without your companions again. Which, to be fair,
it's only $50,000.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I mean, that explains how Barbra Streisand got it.
But no, it's like it's definitely interesting. Like if they could work out a way to like grow limbs back without like fucking up like a cloning procedure or whatever, or making clones of actual people, that definitely sounds interesting. That definitely sounds something good. But well, it's literally just see how it goes. Let's hope it doesn't get like bastardized and fucked up.
Makes me think of what Elon Musk would do with cloning.
What would anybody do with cloning? That is the question. What would you do? Like, what? Okay, what would you do if, let's just say, you didn't know you had been cloned, then all of a sudden your clone just walks through your door?
I'd shoot him.
You just straight up get rid of him.
There can only be one. I would immediately assume that someone is trying to replace me with a imposter, and just completely off him.
Oh my god. Okay.
But if I made my own clone, then it would literally just be like, okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna split the workload 50-50. On this week, you go to work, and I stay at home doing YouTube stuff. On this week, we swap. Is that good? Okay.
Yeah, that sounds about right, doesn't it? See, I'd probably do that like every other day, not weekly. So it's like, oh, I'll go Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You go Tuesday, Thursday, sort of thing.
Well, I mean, the workload would be different every day. That's the thing.
Not really, not for my work, which is all right.
Oh shit! You know what I just thought of?
Oh, here we go.
It would literally what you could do instead is just like, all right, so I'm going to bed for 12 hours. You're going to be awake for 12 hours. So it literally just seems like the person that never sleeps.
Just don't tell anybody you're home. Like, it's like, hey guys, I'm going to do like a 36-hour stream. Watch this. And then just strategically near like every 12 hours. Be right back, I'm going to get the drink. Be right back, I'm going to the toilet.
Yeah, strategically take a shit and then swap places, just going to the other room and take a nap.
That's brilliant. That'd be the best way. It's like, this dude, he did a 36-hour stream, oh my god.
He did a stream for a solid week!
he did it as long as Desert Bus, how did he do that? Oh, please tell me you know what Desert Bus is, all that reference is just gonna be lost.
Nope.
Oh. Right, Desert Bus is the worst game ever made. It basically like spawned from the 80s when people were just like, oh hey, video games should only be used to train people for jobs, sort of thing. So a company took this quite literally and they made a game out of it called Desert Bus, which is the bus ride from, I keep forgetting the first name, like, what was it called? Tucson to Las Vegas, as in the 8-hour bus ride through a desert with nothing around. That is the game. That there is nothing. You go straight, you just make sure the bus doesn't swerve off the road. So, Loading Ready Run, like a gaming channel on YouTube, I suggest you check them out, basically decided, okay, how can we turn this into something awesome? So they decided to see how long they could go playing this game. And the way it worked is when they hit certain donation levels, they extended the time they played. This year just gone, like I think it was like November time they were doing it. They were going for a solid 163 hours a week, non-stop.
What?
Your mind is just broken, hasn't it?
How is that humanly possible?
Because it's not just one or two people, it's a massive group of them. Every 12 hours there's a new driver. And the same driver never comes on twice.
That just sounds like a mistake.
This has been their 11th year? 10th year? They're in double digits. And they raise a lot of money for Extra Life, and I mean a lot.
Well then.
But yeah,
Awesome.
imagine clones leading into insane stream length times. Stream for a full year, never get tired. And now my last topic. I was debating what this one was, and I didn't think, and then literally just before the stream, one of my friends showed me something. I hope it is just a joke, but part of me is thinking, what if that is true? It's a little definitely geeky thing, but I'm assuming you've seen Guardians of the Galaxy, right? Right. So you unfortunately know. Oh, okay. Spoilers, but it's Guardians of the Galaxy. So shut the fuck up. It's been out long enough. So Groot dies. We're all upset, and then all of a sudden, there's Baby Groot. He's back. He's fine. No, apparently the directors and producers have put out a tweet, pretty much saying that isn't Groot in the second movie. That's his son, and he doesn't have any memories of what happened before.
Rip.
I was so upset when I read that. I was a bit.
Baby Groot is still fun.
Baby Groot is fun, but it isn't Groot like we thought it was. It kind of makes me upset. It's like, why would you do this to me? Why would you upset me so? But yeah, that's literally the only thing I could think of as my third topic. I've been trying to think of something, and then that just popped up. I'm like, well, there you have it. Baby Groot is not Groot. He is Groot's son. Harding's soul crushed. Yeah, my soul was crushed. I was upset.
It's still played by Vin Diesel and it's still acting exactly the same way.
Yeah, it's still, but I'm just guessing that's just how Groot's genes are. But even so, it's just, yeah, there's my third topic right there. Boom. Also really, really fucking hyped for fucking Infinity War. Oh my god, if there's a midnight release, I'm going to it.
Alright, last topic that I have, because I'm pretty sure that was his last one.
Yeah, it was.
AI finds a novel way to beat the classic Q*bert Atari video game. This comes from your BBC News. Basically, an artificial intelligence program has found a way to beat the game and exploit a loophole that was never previously discovered.
Wait, which game is it exploited? Sorry.
Q*bert. It's the one where you got the little thing that's jumping up on the isometric cubes.
Oh, that thing. Oh.
So the AI program used trial and error to uncover a quirk in the game's code that let score a huge amount of points. No human player is believed to have uncovered it. The AI program is let loose on the video game by German researchers who are developing code that can learn. In other words, they're developing Skynet!
Oh god. The Germans are building the Skynet, so you can guarantee it is going to be the most efficient thing on the fucking planet.
It's going to be the most efficient thing, but it's only going to target the Jews.
Oh, don't. Oh, for fuck's sake, you had to put a joke like that in here, did you? For god damn it. I will kill you. I will go over there and kick your ass, god damn you. Oh, fuck's sake. There's nothing sacred anymore.
I mean, let's put it this way. At least I'm not making them seem like lesser people.
I'm just not gonna get into that.
Hey, it's nationalism, not racism.
Oh, for God. Oh my God. Moving on. I'm moving away from this. I'm just not getting involved in this anymore.
In case you couldn't tell, I was being sarcastic. I just like dark humor. Anyway, suicide strategy. Video games have
Wait,
Why
what?
is it? Why on earth is it called that? Here, it's part of the article. Basically, this. I'm guessing this is how I was able to do it. Video games have proved popular with AI researchers because they are limited. Yeah. Wow. Okay. The wording of this. They are limited worlds in which success or high scores and failure, losing the game, are easy to access. This can help refine AI programs because those that score the most points and lose the least are likely to be better learners.
Huh.
Some obviously fucking wait. Are these can't be German? Patrick Charabasits and Ilya
Throw me the
Lashilov.
link. Throw me the link. Let me have a look.
That first one is obviously German. The other one that's like remotely Germanic is Frank Hutter. From the University of Freiburg, let several basic AI programs loose on the classic Atari video games as a part of work on what are known as evolutionary algorithms. As the name implies, this involves generating lots of algorithms, seeing which ones perform best on them, and then mutating or changing them in small ways to see if they get better or worse. These evolutionary methods stand in contrast to another widely used approach known as deep reinforcement learning that mimic biological neural networks and allow them to learn for themselves. The best known of these systems is Google's DeepMind.
Huh.
Which probably means that the biological people that make them learn are fucking idiots.
But the Germans, how can they be idiots? They must be highly efficient, sure.
No. Google's DeepMind system.
Oh, right.
The German research group is using a different algorithm set. They tweak it themselves.
Right, got you now.
Let's see here. Different strategies. In Qbert, players are presented with a pyramid made up of cubes, the isometric perspective, on which they must jump around, landing on top of cube design changes color. The players must change all the cube's colors without being caught by the game's enemies. Rather than the original, the researchers used an updated version of the game, and oh, shame!
What? Update
Shame!
version? Yeah.
I'm completely turned off by this now.
That's basically cheating, basically.
On Qbert, said the researchers, the AI code found two particularly interesting solutions. One revolved around an in-game bug, which saw the AI control player jump from cube to cube seemingly at random. However, they found this caused the cubes to start blinking and rewarded the player with a huge amount of points.
Huh.
Well then, it's just like, hi, I'm gonna jump around and completely at random. Oh look, everything's just exploding now. A video posted by Mr. Cannot Pronounce his fucking last name shows the AI control player getting lots and lots of points in only 10 minutes.
Jesus.
Warren Davis, that name sounds incredibly familiar, who worked on the original arcade... Oh, that explains why. Who worked on the original arcade version of Qbert, said he was not familiar with the ported code, but added, this certainly doesn't look right, but I don't think you'd see the same behavior in the arcade version.
Huh.
Well, no shit.
God damn it.
So, yeah, that... Another novel strategy involved endlessly tempting Qbert to commit suicide.
Oh, why?
Each time this happened, the program received enough points for another life so it could repeat the cycle.
Oh, really?
Basically, it would reset the stage.
Jesus Christ. When designers go crazy. Or coders or whatever.
In other news, Shia has a cameo in Wreck-It Ralph 2, except not really. Here, let me send you the tweet.
I've already tweeted and replied to the tweet.
You've already seen it?
Yeah, I've already left a comment.
Show that picture on the stream.
Oh, where is it gone?
I'll link it to you. I'll link it to you on Discord.
Yeah, that works. So yeah, for those you're watching, you know our good friend Shia. Yeah, he puts a picture of stuff. Apparently, he's in Wreck-It Ralph, which I think is fucking funny. As the fat pancake bunny. There's the link of the stream. It's fucking brilliant. I said I've already replied to it. What was it I put again?
He responded to that. Feeds more pancakes with unhealthy amounts of butter and syrup.
Unhealthy.
Here's what I added.
Which was?
So you do have an inflation fetish. I'm terrible.
Yes, you are. You're very terrible. Oh, god damn. Right, moving on. Time for the Not the Onion news. So this is a part where we delve into the Reddit side of things. News articles that you think sound completely bullshit but are actually true. So we're going to go on the hot section of this, and the first one I want to pull up is US dad made son shoot him to delay prison.
Are you fucking kidding?
An Oregon mortgage fraudster has had his jail sentence extended by a judge after he made his teenage son shoot him in the legs in a bid to delay prison. Shannon Egeland, 43, lost his limb in the 2014 shooting, which he staged a day before he was due to report for a 10-year custodial term. The shooting came 1 week after he applied for disability insurance. A prosecutor described him in sentencing document as a menace to society. The psychological and emotional destruction deficit caused his minor child is unimaginable, Scott Bradford wrote in the court memo. If I can't say that last name, if he had died in the stunt,
England.
If England had died in the stunt, the minor child would have been left to deal with the consequences, the assistant US attorney added. In 2014, Eglin was sentenced to 10 years in prison for his role in an extensive mortgage fraud scheme orchestrated through the housing development company where he worked as vice president. Authorities say he raised millions from local banks through a series of bogus business plans and falsified loan applications. A judge allowed him to self-surrender to prison, but Edgerton concocted a plot to postpone his jail term and cash on insurance fraud. He had his 17-year-old son shoot him in the lower legs with a 20-gauge shotgun on 31st of July 2014.
What the fuck kind of... No,
The teenager then left the scene on the side of the road in Caldwell, Idaho, about 30 miles west of Boise. Edgerton called the police and said they'd be intact after stopping to help a pregnant driver. He told the police he was hit in the head and shot. A week before the shooting, he had taken out a disability insurance policy, falsely claiming he had not been arrested in the past decade. The fraud was quickly detected. As a result of the gunshot, Edgerton has his left leg amputated. He stood on his prosthetic limb as he addressed the court in the city of Portland on Wednesday. The jury
Jesus Christ, you gotta hear this from Arding Wolf. Must have been a blast.
Hun, I love you, but sometimes I also hate you. God damn it. My boyfriend, ladies and gentlemen, master of puns and dad jokes, and he's not a dad. Moving on with the story before my head gets done in. The injury that I sustained doesn't even bother me, Edgerton told the judge during the sentencing hearing. What bothers me the most is my son. The pain is on him. If I could take it all back, I would, but I can't. That will haunt me for the rest of my life. He received an additional 3 years and 10 months in jail. So 13 years and 10 months altogether.
Power just flickered again.
Oh, okay. Everything alright?
Its flickering means a limb is probably hitting the thing, but not bringing it down. Either that or the power grid's just compensating.
Fair enough.
And there's another brownout. Never mind, it sounds like something is hitting it. I'll let you know if I need to hop on my phone, but I'm gonna go ahead and get stuff ready on there.
Alright, no problem. Well, do you want to try and read, like, your side of the onion news, or shall I just try and go on with it?
I'm just shocked that the power hasn't gone out yet. But, yeah, I got it.
Alright, pick your story. Are you browsing the hot page like I am?
That was just a third one. Okay, yeah, you know what? I'm switching to my phone.
Okay. See you in a few minutes.
Go ahead and start with another one. I'm going to go ahead and swap over just for consistency's sake.
Alright, no problem. Yeah, so usually me and Jero jump between like these stories, but obviously he's got power issues, so heyo, over to me. Oh Jesus Christ, what? Oh God, what is even this? Ladies and gentlemen, I bring you this title. Dear Seaman donations among campaign contributors to South Texas candidate. Jesus Christ. Annalisa Garza, a district court judge in Starr County, reported accepting at least 40 semen straws, doses valued at 51 grand. According to a report filed with Texas Ethnic Commission, several of the in-kind donations were made as part of a Feb 10 auction event. Although deer have been bred over a century, interest has spiked in recent decades, in part due to interest in a buck named Patrick that was kept as a pet in Midwest and grew large and unique antlers in the 1980s. The practice has since grown into a budding industry in Texas. They deal with the attractive racks are now largely used for hunting, venison, or further breeding. In the filings, the straws are largely named after the sperm donors, including Mabel Thicket, Tack Hammer, Strike Force, and other names of the straws include Bambi Chewy. The economic impact of the deer breeding industry is $349.4 million annually in the state, according to a 2017 study by Texas A&M University. Combined with hunting, the study valued the industry's economic impact at $1.6 billion annually, according to the report. The Texas Deer Association did not respond to requests for comment. Garza, a Democrat, did not respond to interview requests Wednesday afternoon. She is running in the primary election against Rep. Ryan Gillian in Texas House District that stretches south of San Antonio to Rio Grande. What the ever-living fuck America. You there, Joe?
Yeah, I'm here. If you think that's bad, get a load of this.
Okay.
Condoms made in China are too small, African health minister complains.
Is this off the news?
Yep.
Oh my God.
It's real. Let's see here. This is from Newsweek. Let me just make sure that this is muted or not going to play.
Is this off the hot? Oh, there. I'll see it there, just so I can get the link.
Yeah. A Chinese condom company is considering manufacturing different-sized condoms after an African health minister complained that China's condoms were too small for Zimbabwean men. During an HIV... on an alternative note, Zimbabwe is one of the few countries that's actually kicked the white people out. During an HIV/AIDS prevention event in Harare, I don't know how to pronounce that. What the fuck is with these names?
He's from Zimbabwe.
David Prairie-Nyatua, Zimbabwe's Minister of Health, said that a popular condom amongst youth is imported from China, but men often complain about the products being too small, according to local news. The Southern African region has the highest incidence of HIV, and we are promoting the use of condoms. Good for you. Why don't you promote abstinence? Okay, I think I'm getting it. The first time it was put in, it was spelled wrong.
Prairie-Nyatua
said, well, okay, that's the end of the sentence. RIP. Youth now have a particular condom that they like, but we don't manufacture them. We import condoms from China, and some men complain that they are too small. Well, yeah, usually condoms are made by private industries. No shit.
He then called on local firms to start producing condoms so the country can stop relying on unsatisfactory imports. They're Chinese. What do you expect? It has nothing to do with how small they are.
Also, consider this is only the stereotype of, like, all Asians have like small dicks, and people of, like, black ethnicity have bigger ones.
Hey, they're just playing for the local market. As to the different demands from customers such as Zimbabwe, Daejiang, and no, Dachiang. It's Dachiang. I know it's Chinese. Let me actually mute that. There we go. As a Chinese, Dachiang as a Chinese manufacturer has the ability and the obligation to make a contribution. So we have started to do some surveys on users' data in the region to make preparations for future products with different sizes. Zhao announced in email. There's a part of this that was completely missing because it was loading in. Following the incident, Zhao Chuan, the chief executive of Beijing Daichang, and his friend's technology company. His friend's technology company.
Speak, goddammit.
What the shit? No. This is literally I'm sitting here going like, that's the name of a company? Are you shitting me? His friend's technology, a Chinese condom manufacturer. That is a thing. That's terrible. What are you?
His friend's technology, a condom manufacturer.
That is actually how it's written out. He told the South China Morning Post that his company is now planning on releasing a contraception in various sizes and textures. Ooh, variety. Like a bad dragon condom. Zhao went on to comment on the different requirements on global customers, claiming that the Chinese men like condoms to be thinner, while people in North America prefer a softer feel. I wouldn't know. I just prefer bareback. Condoms are a universally popular type of contraception with the effectiveness of approximately 82%. That's still 18% failure rate. They are also the only method that protects against sexually transmitted infections and diseases.
Jesus.
You want to know it's 100% effective?
Not having sex.
Yeah, don't put your dick in it. Zimbabwe has one of the highest HIV/AIDS figures in sub-Saharan Africa, according to 2016 statistics from UNAIDS. Around 13.5% of its population is affected by the disease, with 4,000 new infections each year.
40,000, not 4,000.
Kill me. The most common cause of transmission continues to be unprotected heterosexual sex.
See? Heterosex, disco gay. You've gone totally quiet. You're right over there.
Yeah. I'm trying very hard not to look at this other related Newsweek article that's going on about Vladimir Putin's interesting desire for more weapons and
No.
the...
I don't want to go anywhere near that. Nope.
The fuck is trying to push the doomsday clock to midnight, I swear.
Do you want to pull up your second one then?
Yeah, give me a second. Okay, that one I can believe. What? Okay, that's interesting.
Having trouble?
I'm looking.
See, I already know what my last one's gonna be, unless you pick it first. There's a couple of good ones in here.
Okay. I found a good title, but I'm not going to go into the actual article itself. Devon Ski Club forced to close because there's too much snow.
Oh no, you gotta go into that one.
I mean, the title is enough.
Oh, it's British. It's actually British.
A ski club in Devon has been forced to close because there's too much snow. Torquay Alpine Ski Club, Britain's oldest dry ski slope, said it took the decision for health and safety reasons after an unprecedented amount of snow hit the country on Thursday. It is forecast that there will be over 30 centimeters of snow in Torquay, with Met Office, and there goes the rest of the article. I need to scroll back up to it. 30. With Met Office issuing a red alert, the first time this has been done for snow in England. The spokesperson for the club said, due to the current traveling conditions, we had decided to close. This is something we didn't want to do, but in interest to the public and staff safety, it's a must. Snow sports will resume Saturday, March 3rd at 12 p.m. Thank you for your cooperation.
I'm sorry, is this a ski club closed down because there's too much snow?
No, I mean, here's the weird thing about it. You would think that people would just get their own ski stuff and ski to the club.
Yeah. Oh my god, that's fucking beautiful. I love it.
Oh, I found a good one.
Oh, that's gonna have to be your last one. Hang on a minute. I need to compose myself and then. Oh, I'll get my last one out. 1 second. Oh, I'm sorry. That is brilliant. That is we're closed because there's too much fucking snow. Love it. Love it. This is the one I saw. So. Austrians can swear or make obscene gestures at politicians. Court rules.
Oh, I skipped that one specifically for the reason that was realistic.
I don't care. I think it's a hilarious idea. So citizens have the right to give the finger or swear at politicians as long as they have a justification behind the action, an Austrian court ruled. Austrian Vice-Chancellor Heinz Christian Strache had accused a group of far-left activists of public insults after they released a video attacking him on social media. However, the Court of Appeal in Vienna dismissed the complaint on free speech grounds. The right to provocate and shocking political opinion is a fundamental part of freedom of expression, the court ruled, confirming an earlier decision by a lower court. The Linkswendy Jits, or Left Now group, have produced a video which offered a series of reasons for supporters to declare Furcast and raise the middle fingers to the leader of the far-right Freedom Party.
In other words, fuck your feelings.
So the far left are pretty much given the political far right a middle finger. I'm sorry, that's just funny. To be politically allowed to just do that.
I found a good one.
Oh, here we go. It's on the front.
Kenya doctors perform brain surgery on the wrong patient.
I saw that when I was considering reading it. I'm glad you picked it
Staff
up.
from nurses to the CEO have been suspended. From nurses to the CEO have been suspended at a Nairobi hospital after the wrong patient underwent brain surgery. One patient needed surgery for a blood clot on the brain the other day, only non-invasive treatment for swelling. But a horrifying mix-up of identification tags saw the wrong man operated on. The doctors did not realize their mistake until hours into the surgery. Then they realized there was no blood clot. The patient who was operated on is recovering, the hospital says, and an investigation is underway. Regulators have demanded a report and plan to hold hearing. Social media users have expressed shock that such an incident could have been allowed to happen. It only comes 6 weeks after the health minister ordered an investigation into claims new mothers were sexually assaulted at the same hospital.
Jesus Christ.
Doctors, quote, overwhelmed. After the incident, which took place last weekend, came to light, Kenyatta National Hospital CEO Lily Koros said the hospital deeply regrets this event and has done all it can to ensure the safety and well-being of the patient in question. We are happy to inform the public that the patient is in recovery and progressing well. Ms. Koros added. She said 4 staff, the neurosurgeon, the nurse, theater recovering nurse, and anesthesist have been suspended. The management has suspended the admission rights of a neurosurgery registrar and issued him with a show cause letter for apparently operating on the wrong patient. A show cause letter requires a staff member to account for his or her actions. But the doctor's colleagues have protested against suspension, reports the Star, arguing the person who put on the identification tag is the one that should be punished. Yeah, I can agree with that. I can agree with that. And hours later, Kenyan Health Minister Silisi Kairuki and Ms. Koros herself and a clinical affairs officer were being sent home on compulsory leave while the affair was investigated. Good for them. Before an intrusive medical operation is carried out, a meticulous process of investigation, decision-making, and preparation for the patient has to take place. The medical profession has strict protocols to observe, and information is verified at every stage. No one would expect the wrong skull to be opened up. It has baffled many. Daniel Yumbaya, the CEO of the Kenya Medical Practitioners and Dentists Board, why is it that Kenyan names are so much easier to pronounce? The country's medical practice regulator told me this case would be the first of its kind in the country.
Jesus.
The board has had nearly 1,000 cases of medical malpractice in the last 20 years. That's a pretty low number. Still terrible.
Could be worse.
Mr. Yumbaya has written to the Kenyatta National Hospital demanding a comprehensive report on the incident, the files of both patients, and the statements from the medical practitioners in question. Meanwhile, the doctors' union defended staff, saying the hospital was overwhelmed by staff shortages and inadequate operating theater space.
Well, that's just anywhere.
You find one doctor could be doing 10 to 19 operations in a day. Uma Oluga. That name's funny.
Uma Oluga.
Uma Oluga.
Uma Oluga. It sounds like the mask noise from Crash Bandicoot. Umulag.
It sounds. It sounds like something you would hear the. It sounds like you would hear from the Ugandan Knuckles meme.
No.
Uma Oluga, do you know the way?
Fuck off. That meme.
Chief Executive Officer of the Kenya Medical Practitioners, Pharmacists, and Dentists Union told Reuters news agency. The nation reports that in a miracle of some sort, the 2 patients are in good condition. It adds the person who had the blood clot might not need to undergo surgery after all, as his condition has improved significantly. 2 days later, he's going to die of a blood clot. That's dark thinking. Some call for the resignation of the hospital's entire board of management in light of the other controversies at the institution, as well as the allegations that new mothers were sexually assaulted in the hospital. A woman was able to kidnap a newborn baby there in February. The baby was recovered and returned to his parents a day later. Okay. The flagship national hospital has also been plagued with reports of broken equipment, overcrowding, and long waiting times for treatment. Its management blames insufficient funding and says inadequate health provision more widely in Kenya has been placed an unreasonable burden on the hospital. Well, then, that's just a bad situation.
As crazy as this fuck up is, okay, no, I don't think that's the surgeon's fault. I think that is down to the people who put the tags on. If they fucked up the tag, the surgeon does not have time to fucking do all the checks. He has to rely on the people before him to make sure everything's set up and ready. His job is to do the surgery. If he's told, this is patient X, here's all his documents, right, here we go. He's not going to check into that.
It's not like he did the wrong practice. He did his job as instructed. The problem is, you kind of have to get the right patient.
Yeah, which is not his responsibility. That's the thing, that's not his responsibility. The sexually assaulting mothers and the kidnapping of the kid, that's something in a way, a bit more serious. That's done like security and crap like that. which, yeah, that is the responsibility of like the CEO or the board of directors, etc., etc. The overcrowding of funding, that's just issues that just exist everywhere. Like, NHS in the UK is pretty like that at the minute as well.
Hashtag raise taxes.
Hashtag give more money to the fucking medical services, not more military and more wars. That's my view, anyway.
Hashtag take away Senator's pension.
Oh, hey, my friend Tobias in the stream, and he's just like, I'll stick with the NHS, thanks. Toby, the NHS isn't much better, you realise, right? Mind you, I don't think they've cut open a skull by accident. I don't know, maybe.
Alright, I think we're good on that.
Yeah, we're good. We're good on the old onion news front. But that's just insane, though. Just, it's not the fault of the doctor. That's my viewpoint. It is not the fault of the doctor. In that particular scenario, it's not the surgeon's fault.
The good thing is that the weather has slightly improved. Winds are nowhere near as high, and I'm pretty sure they've knocked over every possible branch they can. So I'm booting up everything else again.
Yay! Back to normality. Well, what is normal for us anyway?
I just got scared for a second, that's all.
It got scared. How's it going to take for you to fully boot back up?
About 5 minutes.
Alright, cool. Wait, 5 minutes? What the fuck?
Every now and then I'll actually have to restart it because it gets stuck after the BIOS. Or I have to actually reset the BIOS because it's a water cooler and the fan speed detection thinks it needs to go faster.
Toby, you do realize that statement isn't exactly supportive, right? The wait times might be bad, but at least they don't cut my head open. At least that I remember.
Oof.
You might want to check your skull for scars, just in case. I mean, you only went in with a head cold. Who knows what they've done?
As soon as I get on my computer, the wind picks back up. Fuck you, Mother Nature!
Hey, that's just life. Deal with it.
Meanwhile, in National Shoot All of Your Guns at a Hurricane Day...
What?
Well, okay, well, one, this actually happened. Someone on Facebook organized, like, a group thing where a bunch of people got together to shoot their guns at a hurricane during hurricane season. It's just like, fuck you, hurricane!
That just seems like a bad idea.
Yeah.
Alright, now we're swapped over.
Oh yeah, you've come through a lot clearer now. So, on to the last little portion of our little show. Games, movies, tech, etc, etc, whatever we fucking want to talk about, dig out. And the first thing I want to talk about, in light of an unfortunate recent event in Florida, is Trump putting his book on Bigfoot in it, and is the whole... The violent video games are causing the young people to go be violent. He's kicking that...
If you're going to talk about Trump, I'm going to talk about Putin then. That's just how it's going to go.
Well, let's focus on the Trump thing. It's like, how many times is that hornet's nest being kicked? Seriously. It is not the games. It is not. I'm sorry. I was, like, however old when Grand Theft Auto 3 was out. I was happy spawning tanks, rocket launchers, machine guns, running over prostitutes, blowing crap up, gunning down people, cars, whatever. And I'm fine. For the most part. No, I'm fine. I don't feel the need to pick up a gun or go kill some random people. I'm perfectly sane.
I played Doom when I was 5. Fuck all of you.
Yeah. I watched Resident Evil at a younger age. It's just like, the games are not the problem. The age rating is there for a reason. Again, it's down to fucking, like, parenting. It's like, if you know your kids, like, you shouldn't be buying this game for your kid, don't do it. If you know your kid is playing the game, stop them. Like, if you think there's a problem, you have a responsibility.
Well, even that, it's not even the games in the first place. It's just like, is your kid maladjusted to school? Or are they getting picked on? Then adjust that environment. If anything, it's more about either one, mental illness, or two, potentially being just a really shitty environment or just being a shitty person to other students and that kind of stuff.
Or a mix of
The
both.
thing, yeah, the thing that makes insane people more often than not is just, shit happens and they either deal with it or they don't. Like, for instance, there are lots of parallels between me and a lot of really fucking crazy people on the internet. The only difference is I know what happens if I just straight up lose it on somebody. I know what happens if I don't just keep on pursuing, if I don't change my options around, if I don't try something else or anything like that. And just, put a perspective on life. I have a reason to live, and I have a reason not to kill everybody I see, aside from it being illegal. Some of these people, it's just like they don't get that concept. So, if anything, it's more just like mental health and screwed up people being screwed up. It has nothing to do with video games. That's not going to trigger anything or anything like that. If you're not into violence, okay, fine. I don't give a shit. But at the end of the day, for a lot of people, it's just an escapism. It's not like if I play, what is that game? What is that game? Not Hatred, but Postal. That's it. If I play,
Jesus, yeah.
if I play Postal, a game where you can literally shoot cats out of a assault rifle with a cat being used as a suppressor. One, Peter's gonna be on your shit faster than you know it. And two, that's so fucked up and silly. It's not gonna happen. It's just you blowing off steam and just wanting to see the world burn. But at the same time, that's not gonna happen.
Yeah.
It's just entertainment.
People are gonna say you support animal abuse of that. It's like, well, no, it's just fucking stupid and silly. It's like, I can't remember who said it, like in a video once. It's like, playing like Madden doesn't make you a fucking football star. Playing whatever the basketball game is doesn't make you a basketball player. So why does playing GTA make me a mass murderer?
Yeah, and watching Breaking Bad doesn't make you a drug dealer.
Oh, but apparently it does. You must be interested in making drugs.
Well, okay, so here's the thing. Entertainment, and violent entertainment at that, has been around since the dawn of man. Well, I take that back. It's been around since...
Sorry, I'm going to have to interrupt you there for Tobias's comment. I've put hundreds of hours into Skyrim and I still can't throw lightning.
So here's the thing. When it comes to violence in media and entertainment, that's only been around since we've been able to communicate. People have been bashing each other's faces in with rocks since the beginning of life.
Pretty much.
It's like violence happens, but we're evolving to the point where it doesn't need to happen, where the only point where it needs to happen is for self-preservation. That's the only reason we do it to begin with.
It's like, okay,
and
the idea of like humans being on humans, it's been around since the dawn of time, and for whatever reason there is this, for every reason in the back of our heads, there is this that slight enjoyment of witnessing it. I mean, look at the Roman gladiatorial games. That was a bloodbath, and people loved it. But
people actually fucking died too.
Oh yeah, a lot. But we're at the stage where it's like we can get our violent kicks or, I suppose, rage out in a video game. That's what I do to like vent. I literally throw in a game where I just literally curb stomp everything or blow shit up, and that helps me. That's me venting.
What next? Are you gonna say that boxing encourages beating the shit out of each other in real life? Like out on the streets and actually starting to pummel someone's face in and break their teeth or their own bare hands?
I'm pretty sure someone's tried that before. Hi there, Joe.
The point is, we have video games because we know it isn't real, because we can separate fantasy from reality. It takes a real fucked up person to take that leap. Like, I know the Columbine shooters, they loved playing Doom. They loved The Matrix. But at the same time, one of them was an anti-Semite.
Which is the bigger problem here.
And the other one, oddly enough, was Jewish.
Oh.
So that's back. That was backwards as fuck.
I forgot that part entirely. Yeah, but yeah, it's like games are not just no. Just the games are not the cause of this crap. Which does lead me into like interesting thing because I have been watching it again lately. The anime like Sword Art Online. Have you ever watched it?
No, but I get the general idea.
Do you know the premise of it?
You die in the game, you die in real life.
Yeah, down the game, die real life, beat the game to get out. But spoilers here, slight spoilers. There is a faction that forms in the game where they are PKers, player killers. Where they've played games before, these guys are probably the ones that literally just go around and killing everybody. They're the hackers. They're the guys in GTA's that run around with the oppressors, the miniguns, the rocket launchers, etc., etc. They're those guys that kill people because they can. But obviously in Sword Art, it actually kills them, and being trapped in there just threw them over the edge and really blurred the lines between obviously what was real and what was virtual, even after the game was beat. It's just like, it's an interesting concept to explore, and by God, if VR ever gets to that stage, I'll be honest, I'm a little worried what it might do to certain people. They could actually lose sight of what's real and what's not.
Hmm.
But yeah, it's a good anime, go watch it.
So in other news, I feel like the Doomsday Clock is going to get 1 minute closer to midnight.
Oh,
And
no.
here's the reason. But at the same time, it might not. And here's why.
Okay.
So Vladimir Putin, basically in an address, I need to refresh myself on this, but I think the general idea of it is it's getting closer to election season.
Mm-hmm.
He puts out a new address boasting their military might. And one of the things they did was they made an animation of a nuclear strike on the state of Florida.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
That's,
so the North Atlantic Treaty Organization is not having any of it already. And apparently neither are the Russian people, because there have been some pretty viral tweets of him being photoshopped to look like Kim Jong-un now.
I haven't seen those yet.
So yeah, it's just like they're showing off their new arsenal and that kind of. I'll actually look this up. Let me see here. Actually, where is it? News, because I know it showed up in here. But basically, the whole thing of it is like, oh God, we're turning into the Empire now, and that kind of stuff. This is getting fucking ridiculous. Okay, that's one of them, and they're like, they actually like decided to take suggestions on names for this new cruise missile, and one of them was good. One of the names that was suggested was "Goodbye America," and I'm like, okay, I know that guy is just talking shit.
Yeah, that's a bit Jesus.
Where's the other one? Yeah. But my suspicion is he doesn't actually want to fire a missile. He just wants attention. Like he probably has a huge arsenal at his disposal, but at the end of the day, it's like, yeah, no. Found it.
But yeah, it's just like, okay, if Putin decided he was going to do that, the entire world would just turn on him, and Russia would just be wrecked instantly.
But like I said, the citizens, they're not having any of this shit. Because look at what they're putting out.
Have you linked? Have you linked? No,
yeah, I did.
Okay, I'll have a look. Oh, Jesus.
The first thing they put up Russian Death Star for 2024. Russia 2024, fucking Death Star. The next one, Putin's address to the Federal Assembly is on. Rockets are flying towards America on the big screen, rousing ovations. North Korea is already here. Fucking Photoshop Kim Jong-un's hair on him. And in one of the animations, the missile the warhead looks like a Dorito. It Photoshop Star Destroyers in there.
Yeah, I can see that. Oh my god.
2 ways of going to space. One is Elon Musk's Tesla. The other one is the fucking Dorito.
The Dorito. Can't take that seriously. Fucking Dorito. Oh my god.
They're talking about fucking nukes and lasers and like, oh, we're gonna have a powerful military. I'm sitting here going like, come on, really? We did this 30 years ago. Come on, man, right? You're really gonna add to this problem? We've got North Korea. No one wants to blow each other up. No one actually wants to blow each other up. So
No.
Can we like stop with the nukes, please? That'd be nice.
Everybody just decommission your nukes. That's fine.
Or shit. I mean, like, why not just develop the best stealth bomber, the best stealth projectile, do a first strike on nuclear installations, and that's it. And then just be like, okay, all those are gone? Good, let's disassemble ours.
Yeah. It's crazy. I agree with you though. I think the whole animation thing is just like attention or political gain or something like that, and it's just kind of backfired.
Like, I don't know about backfired. It's kind of pissing people off, but then again, like, people are now hounding Trump over it because he doesn't have a any response to this. Well, let's see your Times articles. Here's the thing. I don't think anything's going to happen after this. Russia's best weapon isn't a nuclear arsenal. It's it's espionage. Let's be totally honest. It's spreading misinformation. It is destroying countries from the inside out. They know that this is a dumb idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. I don't know. Start talking about random shit until I figure something out.
Random shit, random shit, random. Put me on the spot like that, you asshole. The only thing I can really think of talking about is the excitement starting to build up for Confuzzled at the end of May. It is now under 3 months till it starts, and I am fucking hype. Because I say I've got my main suit, which is obviously Kivuli, but I'm hopefully maybe my partial is going to be done as well, but that's unconfirmed because I'm sort of like bottom of that list sort of thing. Because the maker has made two lists. One's the main one, and the second one is can I get these done before Confuzzled, and I'm near the bottom, which is fair enough. So even so, it's gonna be awesome, especially considering the theme. Speaking of which, would you like it if I actually grabbed you a t-shirt? Would you like it if I grabbed you a Confuzzled t-shirt?
Sure. I mean,
considering it's video game themed.
Oh yeah, definitely. Also, speaking of Confuzzled, I think because of the fact that now I'm definitely not going to be doing anything police related. I've got like 2 different job offers, and those are just in the civilian sector. I'm pretty much I'm going to be freed up as far as trying to make conventions is concerned.
Nice.
So I might be able to make it next year.
That would be awesome. And that's the other thing I'm looking forward to as well, is Shock actually coming over, because I know that's all sorted now. It'll be awesome to meet up with him. This is the thing, I was a fan of his character in the Major Minor game, even though the character was an asshole. Then I actually met him, it's like, oh, you're not actually an asshole, you're actually really nice. Which is what I want in real life. Kind of funny comparison when you think about it. What exactly is it you're looking for anyway? I've just derped out.
So I'm looking through a Time magazine article. It's like the question is, should you be concerned or should you be scared of this new nuclear arsenal? And it details a couple things. One, the laser weapon would not be like mass destruction. It's pretty much impossible to use without being detected or destroyed from a good distance, and it's fragile as fuck. Let's see here. And when it comes to their other two nuclear devices, one of them is a submersible drone that they say is supposed to go at Mach 20. That's hardly even possible in the air.
Yeah.
That's actually so it's highly unlikely that that's even in development. The other one is a nuclear cruise missile. That's the one with the animation.
Mm-hmm.
That's going to be it's not only a nuclear device, but it's also nuclear powered. So it's a nuclear powered ramjet. The problem is they can't actually even test this because one, a nuclear powered ramjet is already fickle to begin with, and second, an unshielded reactor like that would send radioactive particles in the air, so they'd be poisoning themselves. So here's my thought. This press conference, this address statement is bullshit.
Yeah, there's no threat really at all.
And if it isn't bullshit, clearly, and we would have known, and the intelligence agency would have known this well in advance because they would have to test this out in the open. We've got enough time to come up with some sort of defense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so this shit's not gonna happen. It's probably gonna take it one minute closer to midnight, but there's ways to get around this shit, even if it's even there to begin with. So my thought is that this is kind of similar to Ronald Reagan's whole Star Wars project, where it was just like, we have a laser defense system that can take out any nuke, and then Russia's wasted all its money on trying to make an undetectable missile. Which, if you've seen how much shit is in space, is not possible to make an undetectable missile.
Oh no, there's something always watching, basically. Like, someone somewhere will pick it up.
I mean, the United States Navy is trying to make a cloaking device. Do you really think that
cloaking
this is
device?
fly?
What is this, fucking Star Trek?
Yeah!
Fucking, there's a fucking missile on the starboard bow, Captain. The Star Trek is on Russians on the starboard bow. George, speaking of Major Minor, I was thinking of buying that one. Do you like it? Yeah, I do like it. It is limited in like how diverging the stories can go. But it is a good story. I even did a stream over one weekend where I completed the full story and got the true ending. To raise money for Shire, and I'm considering doing a separate run at some point, going a completely different way with it. But
here's the main question for you. Here's the main question.
Mm-hmm.
Do you like Japanese dating sims?
I don't think I've ever played one or care for it.
Let's be honest. No. I'm comparing Major Minor to that. Let's be honest. It's pretty similar. Jurex Whippaw asks, if it gets 1 minute closer to midnight, what do you think what time it is now? It's 2 minutes to midnight currently. If it's 1 minute closer, then it is 1 minute until midnight. And in response to that, Chekhov isn't Russian, he's Ukrainian. It says he's Russian, but the whole W's into V's things, that's Ukrainian.
I'm sorry, that's fucking good.
Well, I don't know. Soviet Russia did occupy Ukraine at the time that was being made, but yeah.
Oh, that's brilliant. He's not wrong. I completely forgot that fact. Oh. That's good. That's good. Oh. Whew, I'm good. I'm good. I'm alive. Oh, where were we? Distracted by Russians on Kirk's ship?
So, back to the midnight clock. No, doomsday
No.
clock. That's what it's called. Fuck. Back to the doomsday clock.
Can
No,
we
no, no. It's just an explanation.
I know.
The world has been 1 minute to midnight before,
Mm-hmm.
and that was during the Cuban Missile Crisis.
Yeah.
and it was like that for a long time, and
Yeah.
then we got to 17 minutes to midnight.
Yeah, that's what the term comes from, is shit could have kicked off pretty much at midnight, so it's the term this many minutes to midnight, and obviously the closer you get is closer to literally shitting the fan, and it really did get so close. Like, Jesus Christ.
So yeah, I really don't think anything's gonna come out of this.
Nah. It won't. I think it was literally just like a silly, dumb anime. That's the thing, it's an animation. So it's just like, it's a stupid little dumb thing. It would never actually happen.
The thing about it is that it's clearly a threat. Like, this is North Korea levels of petty. Of, hey, we're gonna get at your goat. It's like we're watching that kind of stuff. So
Is it though, or is it just a sort of like really dumb morbid humor? Like, hey, look, I made an animation of me throwing a nuke at you.
that's the thing. Like, it's politics. It's stupid as shit. It's literally, we're going to provoke the fuck out of you, because that's how it works.
Yeah. By the way, be right back. 2 minutes. Entertain the folks.
Okay. Ew. Talk about YouTube demonetization. Plug the shit out of my channel while he's not looking. My phone just went off. Someone is streaming, and I could give less of a shit. And Ty responded to my. Why am I getting so many freaking messages? Okay, as I was saying, Ty just responded to my tweet saying, so it's a tweet talking about the whole Jai Cabot in Wreck-It Ralph 2 thing. Ty Husky, which is his partner, said more like a pancake fetish. After I said, so you do have an inflation fetish. That's good sport. I'm gonna like this. Boop. But yeah, in terms of cons, I'm gonna at least try to make it to MFF this year. I don't think I'm gonna be making it to any other conventions or anything like that. I really do want to go to Confuzzled. I kind of do want to go to Euroference. I mainly just want to meet all the people I made friends with over the last few months and all that good stuff. So, yeah. Oh,
I'm back.
jeez. This is interesting. You get back right as I find this cool thing.
Which cool thing?
Give me a link. Cool, yet somewhat terrifying.
I can work with cool and terrifying. Give me here.
Problem is, it's refusing to load.
Oh, dude. Jesus Christ. I'd shit myself.
Okay, so it did load for you.
Yeah. There you go.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a Jason Voorhees statue at the bottom of a lake in Minnesota.
Hell no. Hell no.
And it's at Camp Crystal Lake. It's just kind of down there, so if you start diving in, it's like, holy shit. Run.
That's just terrifying.
Oh, it's awesome.
It's awesome, but it's terrifying. Oh, Jesus.
And when I scroll down, I see 8 sad anime scenes that'll make you cry, and it's got Full Metal Alchemist.
No, fuck off. I've seen the live action movie. Nope, not in the mood for feels. Nope.
You created a chimera?
I will kill you when I see you.
I actually know that.
I don't. Anybody worth their salt in anime knows that scene, even if they haven't seen Full Metal.
Alright. So, anything else we should do, or should we cut it there?
To be fair, we have been going a good 2 hours, which, it's fair enough. That's just about the length we're going for. What I'm going to do, however, I'm going to end the stream here, but I would actually like to fucking hop on some Minecraft and do a bit more work on there if you're willing to join me.
Minecraft's not my favorite play.
Alright, what are you in the mood for?
I don't know. I got ranked down in CS again last night because I shot a teammate because he was being a dumb shit.
Right, well, either way, I'm going to take 5-10 minutes break, probably come back on, do something, maybe with Jero.
Yeah. Remember, Shy streams at 7 tonight. Well, okay, in 2 hours.
Right, that's fine. That's perfectly fine. So I've got 2 hours to do some shit, but we'll take a quick break. Let's play Connect 2. I prefer Connect 1 with a pancake.
I prefer disconnect life support.
Fuck's sake. God damn it. Anyway, thank you for turning up to the stream. Be back hope in about 5 or 10 minutes to actually play some games properly. And yeah, just thank you for turning up. See you the next time.